called the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of NASCAR. And today's race was nothing short of great. A beautiful, warm, sunny day at Daytona as we get a glimpse of Mariners great Ken Griffey Jr. waving the green flag to start the 500-mile race. This was also the first race with Jeff Gordon of the number 24 car retired to the broadcast booth. His replacement, Chase Elliott, won the pole, but it only took 19 laps to prove he's no Gordon yet. Elliott got loose coming off of turn 4 and saw his front end ripped apart by the infield grass. 31 laps to go, and two-time champ Dale Earnhardt Jr. also coming off of 4, can't control the 88 car, and he goes nose first into the inside wall. Jr. showing his frustration here. And, well, his fans, they share the same feeling. So we go to the final lap, and Matt Kenseth looks to have this baby locked up, but watch the black number 11 of Denny Hamlin coming out of nowhere up high. Kenseth goes to block, Hamlin darts down, bumps to 17, scrapes into the wall, and that was the boost that Denny Hamlin needed. It went down to the finish between Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr. Both crossed the line, it appears, at the same time here. So we have to slow it down to show you this photo finish. Hamlin wins by just inches. It's the closest finish since NASCAR went to electronic scoring in 1993.
Went up there to block, and he hit me so hard it shot me 3 cars forward, and I had to do something with that run. So it's crazy. It happened so fast. I literally had to watch it back to figure out what in the world happened.
Wish I would have, crowded him up the track a little bit more late down the front stretch, but, those are split-second decisions, and, he came out on the right end of it today.
This was the first ever Daytona 500 win for Joe Gibbs Racing. Gibbs, the former Super Bowl winning coach of the Washington Redskins. And what a day for Toyota. Toyota cars finished 1, 2, and 3 in order. Also Toyota's first ever win at the Daytona 500. Seattle Mariners head into their first full week of spring training with all the pitchers and catchers in camp. And now most of the position players, I should say, are arriving. New center fielder Leonis Martin reported today to the Peoria Sports Complex. Meantime, Martin's name has been tied to some off-field news. His agent, Bart Hernandez, has been indicted on human trafficking charges, accused of smuggling Martin out of Cuba in 2010 for commercial gain. Workouts continued after pitchers and catchers arrived yesterday. With another managerial change comes another adjustment period for returning players. First-year manager Scott Service wants to use the first few days of camp as part of a getting-to-know-you time.
A few more meetings, get to know guys, let them get to know the coaches, and kind of talk about our system and our process a little bit more. So when the position players get in, we've got half the club already on board.
Full squad workouts for the M's begin this Thursday. Cactus League play starts March 2nd. Now for news from the Beer League. Oh wait, it's just Boston Red Sox third baseman Pablo Sandoval. Now, it's important to note his nickname is Kung Fu Panda, and Red Sox fans can't be too happy seeing their third baseman arriving. It appears even larger than last season. Sandoval's weight has been an issue throughout his career, but it never got in the way of him winning 3 World Series rings with the San Francisco Giants. When asked today what he weighed, Sandoval said he didn't know. To the hardwood, where the Washington State Cougars' losing streak has reached a number bigger than the team's win total, 12. The Cougars just tipped off minutes ago against Cal at senior night in Pullman. We'll have highlights for you at 6:50. Cougars would be best to copy the Huskies. The Dogs stopped their 4-game losing streak with a win over Stanford last night. DeJounte Murray carried the weight for UW with 25 points, and the Huskies have struggled all season against teams like Stanford that play a zone defense, which tends to slow the pace down. But the Huskies did just enough to find soft spots in the zone, getting easy jumpers to go or working the ball up top for some easy lobs.
Guys were wide open, but we had to lob it over their length so that we didn't turn it over, and by the time a guy caught it, it wasn't there. So they did a good job of executing. Again, I thought in the second half, our guys attacked it very, very well, and I thought that made a difference.
Huskies visit Oregon State Wednesday, but the big matchup looms a week from tonight against Oregon in Eugene. As for the Husky women, they face a big test against 9th-ranked Arizona State. Kelsey Plum had the hot hand early. She led UW with 25 points, including this triple. Huskies led by 9 after the first quarter, and Talia Walton added 13 for the Dogs, but those were the only 2 players to score in double figures. On the other hand, Arizona State caught fire in the second half. Quinn Darnstadter with 25 of her own, including this jump hook for ASU. And Kelly Hempen added 11 points and 9 assists, plus this steal and layup, part of a 15-0 run in the third quarter. Huskies lose at 77-57. UW women now 18-9 on the season. It's amazing how an entire season could turn in just one game. It happened in Spokane last night as Gonzaga lost at home to rival St. Mary's, and it just might have taken the Zags from a shoo-in for the NCAA tournament to not making it. Josh Perkins paced the Zags with 21 points, but GU's 3 seniors were just 9 of 31 shooting. Gonzaga, like Washington, now faces the task of needing to win out to help their tournament resume.
We need to get it done now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, and we definitely didn't help ourselves at all.
We just got to stick with the plan and play the way we've been playing this last 6 weeks, because we've been playing pretty good.
Gonzaga is done playing at home this season. They finished the WCC schedule at San Diego and then a tough one at BYU. UW baseball moves to 2-1 on the season with a win at Baylor. Husky softball is now 9-1 after defeating Central Florida, and WSU baseball begins the season 0-3.